Mr. Top Flight Films. We are here, we are here, we are here. All my content creators, let's fucking eat. Bro, let me tell you, if you're monetized on Facebook, if you're monetized on YouTube, let's get this money, man. We got plenty of content. We got plenty of content. And, you know, I'm going to put this out here. And I shouldn't even have to say this. I don't come in a spirit of hate. I don't come in a spirit of celebration. But we're going to keep the same energy, man. We're going to keep the same energy. You understand? We got to, what is wrong with us keeping the same energy? I'm trying to figure that out. I'm on social media. People are talking about deleting people because of their views. People are talking about what we shouldn't be saying, how we shouldn't be feeling. All in the same breath of saying this dude, Charlie Kirk, can say whatever the fuck he wants to say. Somebody make that make sense. And I'm gonna calm down, y'all. How's everybody today? Texas Bama, how are you doing, sis? We here, man. I want to take a deep breath. Woosah. But the hypocrisy, the contradiction, and the irony is so thick today. And the picture is very clear. The picture's on the wall to whoever can see. The picture is very clear, y'all. Do y'all understand what is going on out here? Do y'all understand what happened yesterday was a testament, was a testimony of the propaganda that's been pushed. The propaganda that's been pushed is you're not safe because you're white and black people are going to get you. In that same instance, the dude that travels from state to state pushing this narrative, these half-truths, he gets taken out, most likely by somebody who looks just like him, not by a gangbanger. A gangbanger did not kill that man. People who have black fatigue, he wasn't killed by a black person, more than likely. We can honestly make that prediction, okay? All this black fatigue, all of this black people are the boogeyman, we're messing up society. We didn't do that shit. You understand? I want to slow it down a little bit. Because once I get excited, man, I lose my train of thought. The question is, should we have sympathy and empathy for Charlie Kirk? And the reality is, Charlie Kirk has made a living off of grifting these slow-ass people out here. Let me tell you something. In the past 24 hours, I realized how slow people are. People are slow. I'm seeing people on my timeline, on my social media. They are really upset. They are more upset than they were when them kids got killed at the school last week. And the reason why they upset is because this guy, Charlie, supposedly told the truth. What is this truth? That everybody is bad except white people. Everybody, listen, don't come on here acting like I'm doing something wrong. See, this is the problem. Alt cryptic, I'm sick. How am I sick? I don't travel from state to state spreading division, lies, and hate. That's not me. I don't do that. You understand? That's not what I do. I preach justice and fairness and liberty for all. You understand? I'm going to get to the comments. Y'all hold tight. I'm going to get to them comments. Be respectful. Yeah, no. See, JB95 says he debated. Wow, what a crime. See, this is the games that racists play. This is the new form of white supremacy. He just debated. He was open for healthy conversation. Let me tell y'all something. Charlie Kirk was just not some debater. He was not some average Joe who debated talking points. He was Donald Trump's homeboy, affiliate, teammate. What he was saying, his opinions and views, directly impact the people that he was talking about. Because a lot of the talking points that he was putting out there and that he was ranting about, these things are more than likely, and they already are going into policy. He wasn't just a debater. You understand? He wasn't just a debater. He was very influential in the political arena. And the reality is, this is the shit that blows my mind, right? The shit that blows my mind is the shit he was saying. Most of the stuff he was saying could be debunked very easy. And these P-brains are out here impressed by this shit. Like, really? Like you can't be serious. I'm astonished by how many people that I knew that were impressed and bedazzled by this guy's rhetoric. Like, really? See, everybody he would pull up to the podium to debate, they were like slow 20-something college kids. They couldn't formulate their opinion. They're in a crowd full of 2,000 people, so they're already nervous. He didn't sit down and debate nobody serious. Tell me who Charlie Kirk debated that has credibility. Not some little 20-something college kid that was intimidated by the crowd and by Charlie. The shit that he was saying, bro. I mean, if you take the Zimmerman, this dude feels like he said Zimmerman was innocent, right? Yeah, he got found innocent by a jury, but we all know Zimmerman wasn't innocent. This man said so many things that could be debunked very easy if he had a formidable opponent. Laylo 904 said another leech talking on someone who was dead. Laylo, see, this is white supremacy right here. Let me get this correct. Let me get this right. Charlie's allowed to talk about dead people. Call them scumbags. But I'm not allowed to? Why not? Why am I not allowed to talk about dead people? Charlie can talk about them, right? Where'd you go? Come back in here and answer the question. Please answer the question, because, and you don't have to answer, it's just a rhetorical question, because I understand how racism works, right? Racism is, you shut up because I said so. You shut up because you're black. I don't have to make sense, because it just doesn't matter. You dig? Come on, man. Listen. I want to ask the American people something. Everybody that wants justice and liberty and y'all say y'all want a community and y'all want a country where everybody can come together. I want to ask y'all something, right? Because I believe that there are racist people, and then I believe there are people who actually do want the country to come together. I want to ask the people who are upset about Charlie, that say they want the country to come together. What did Charlie build? What did Charlie do? What was Charlie's solutions that he offered to the topics that he ranted about? What were his solutions that he brought to the table? Did he take up some sort of donation? Did he do fundraising for certain communities that he would always talk about? What did he do? I'm gonna get to the religious part in a minute. I love it. I love the fact that he talked. Yeah, we gonna get to it all. What did listen? You all say you want the country to come together, but you're mad that somebody who was extremely divisive just got took out, got his TV turned off. Which one is it? Do you want peace, love, and harmony? Or do you want to sit around and listen to Charlie spread hate and false accusations and half-truths? See, Charlie would do shit like this. He would tell you half the truth. right? And the shit was it was so basic. But to the 85%, he was kicking that real shit. And it's a bunch of black folks out here, right? It's a bunch of black folks out here that are upset and they're crying and they're mad and they drink the Kool-Aid. And the new form of racism is to be passive aggressive. Back next says, you made the claim, what is debunked? I don't know what is debunked is, but shout out to you for the super chat. What do you mean, what is debunked? I don't know what is debunked is. But anyway, somebody tell me, if you want a better country, you want hatred to stop, why were you a fucking Charlie Kirk fan? Do y'all understand? See, it's funny, right? Because, I realized how many people are very easily manipulated. The masses are very easily manipulated. Do y'all understand? Charlie Kirk probably didn't believe half of the shit that he talked about. This was his career. This is what he made a living out of. He was a rage baiter. Now, let me tell you, when I sit up here and I talk about topics, it's coming from my heart. And I'm open to hearing different perspectives. It comes from my heart, though. Charlie Kirk was a diet white supremacist. The new racism is to be passive aggressive. It's not 1960. I want all my black folks to listen up. It's not 1960 no more. Especially the black people that are mad and sad about this scumbag. I want y'all to listen up. It's not 1960 anymore. These people know better than to run around here calling people the N-word. They know better than to wave a Confederate flag or a Nazi flag. That's not how they move anymore. The new racism is to be passive aggressive. The new racism is to formulate propaganda, right? Talk bad about all these different races, ideologies, and things of that nature. You exclude your own. You don't talk about nothing going on in the white community. As if everything is fine over there. So your race can seem superior, and all other races and peoples are inferior. This is what was going on. He was a grifter, y'all. He was a grifter. What was brilliant about him? Let's get to the comments real quick, man. Let's get to the comments real. If I miss your comment, man, send a super chat and I'll get to you. Okay, already did said, what is he wrong about, y'all? I don't know. I didn't know much about Charlie. He's wrong about a lot, but the whole point is, it's not even about what he was wrong about. I need y'all to understand this. People keep saying he got shot because of his political views. But the reality is, number one, you don't know why he got shot. You don't know why he got shot. And if the first thing that comes to your head is he got shot because of his political views, you're a goddamn fool. That was not a civilian that took that shot. Do y'all really think that was a civilian that took that shot? This shit is deeper than what y'all know, than what we know, than what I know. The fact that a lot of people are acting like they know why he got killed. We don't know, and people saying that the weak-ass Democrats, the soft-ass Democrats popped them? Really? Come on. The life traveler said grifter, period. Yeah, it's a big period there. I can't believe the grown adults that didn't know this, that couldn't see this. You could sit there and literally watch dude and see what he was about. I saw right through dude. You dig? Delphonic said smoking on Charlie Pack today. ODJ said Dems put a hit out on him. Is that possible? Sure. But let me ask you a question. The Democrats put a hit out on Charlie Kirk? For what? For what? Yeah, of course, he was a thorn in their side, but was he that big of a thorn in their side? I doubt it. Many Me said, so much hate in this evil world. Yeah, absolutely. And one of the proponents of hate got his TV turned off yesterday. You dig? So why the fuck should I have empathy and sympathy? He wasn't out here doing for the community. Why are y'all fucking mad? If you claim to be about justice, you claim to be about America, why are you mad he's gone? What is changing now that he's gone? What was he building that was so instrumental to the reconciliation of our country? What was he doing? He was adding to the implosion of America. He was adding, just because somebody says some true shit. I'm so sick of people saying, well, he told the truth. Everybody tells the truth. Everybody can say some shit that's true. Everybody can say something that's true. Hitler probably said things that were true. Everybody can say some stuff that's true. Does that make it okay? Does that make his motivation okay? Come on, man. Come on. I want some good comments. Jesus Freak said, I'm picking up what you're laying down. He was a plant. He was an absolute plant. Let me tell you, the new entertainment. I need y'all to hear me real quick. I want y'all to go online and I want y'all to take a look at what's going on. The new entertainment is called rage bait. We don't sit down and watch sitcoms anymore like the days of old. The new entertainment is called rage bait, where people debate. It's a bunch of debating going on, and to enrage people. Charlie was a front runner of rage bait. Rage bait is one of the issues that is decaying the United States of America. What solutions did he bring to the table? Delphonic said, now he in the backwood. Yes, he is. He's in a Philly blunt, goddammit. Backneck said, you said most things he said can be debunked. Prove it. Give us 3 things. Sure. Number 1, George Zimmerman was innocent. Number 2, George Floyd was died of an overdose. Number 3, black people don't deserve reparations. That was very easy. That was very easy. I can debunk all 3 of those things very quickly. But the college kids that he pulls up, they wet behind the ears. He hasn't sat in front of anybody. You dig? Yeah, he's in a Philly blunt, dog. Fuck him, man. Let me tell you something, man. See, I started off trying to be, nice and take the high road. But seeing these people and seeing these comments and seeing how people are actually trying to involve black folks, get us involved, make us the scapegoat, like we did some shit. What are people? It's so many people on my Facebook page commenting like, bruh, leave me alone. Go find who smoked Charlie. Go find out who turned this TV off. What are you worried about me and my opinion for? I'm a no good gangbanger, remember? Go find the motherfuckers that smoked Charlie. Worry about that. Don't worry about me. You dig? Dominic said, where do you work? I'm self-employed. I have my own business. Mr. Make It Splash said, Kirk advocated for black people. Tell us how he advocated for black people. Here we go with the lies. Here we go with the lies. Zephyr said, whoever shot him meant it. They hit him in the neck. They said, I want you to stop talking. Listen, man, this shit is deeper than just what you see. It's a spiritual aspect behind this. Y'all got to understand something. It is a spiritual aspect behind this assassination. And I don't even want to say it's an assassination because he wasn't even that important. He was important to a lot of races. He was important to a lot of people who have black fatigue. Okay? Y'all couldn't find nobody else to idolize? Y'all couldn't find anybody else to idolize? Charlie Kirk was your go-to? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. G194 said, what's the name of your business? You see it. It's Top Flight TV. You want to go report me? Well, here's the boss. Come tell me what you give me your complaints, and I'll talk to Top Flight and see what's going on with him. Why You Mad TV said, start watching his clips on YouTube. He was not racist, brother. All right, listen. Why You Mad TV? Are you a brother, number one? Let me ask you. Are you a black person? See, this is very tricky and complicated to the untrained eye and the untrained ear. Racism is so insidious. Racism is so insidious that niggas don't even know what it is anymore. Niggas don't even know how to spot racism anymore. Niggas think racism is somebody calling you the N-word. Niggas think racism is somebody who doesn't like black people. Okay, Why You Mad TV? Listen up. Listen up. He was about unity. My man, if you don't knock it off. If he was about unity, his primary message would be about unity. It was not about unity. His primary message was about degrading, debating, and showing other races. I'm gonna speak for my race. Showing us in a light that is not true. Telling half-truths about our race. Telling half-truths about why we're in the state that we're in. He said a lot of bullshit. He basically said, we didn't have, you guys been free for all this time and you haven't got yourself together yet? Really? Like as if he doesn't know the obstacles and if he doesn't know the devastation that slavery did. He knows the devastation that slavery did. You dig? Pumzel said he was about white power. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. When you talk about everybody else but yourself, if you're in a room full of people and you start pointing out everybody's flaws and everybody's faults, you're bad, and then somebody says, well, what about you? And they're like, oh, no, but you. But no, don't, we're fine over here. No problem. We don't, school shootings, what about Chicago? Chomos, what about single mothers? This is what it was, bro. Like, when you do shit like that, that is to make you superior. You dig? Storm Thermo says, has Charlie Kirk's condition improved? I'm afraid it hasn't. Yeah, I know the word slave comes from. I know that, but you trying to go off on some sort of tangent. We ain't gotta do that. Badwater said the accusers. Yeah, a lot of accusing. Let me tell you, man, everybody wants to talk about black people and gangbangers until the real killers show up. Everybody wants to talk about black people and gangbangers until them real hitters show up. Them real hitters that'll snipe you from 200 yards away and get away. That's a bad motherfucker, boy. Those are the real demons, okay? Those are the real goddamn demons, all right? And I guarantee you, it was either the U.S., let me say this. I want to watch my words. Y'all believe he was killed because of his so-called views. First and foremost, anybody with a brain knew his views weren't that powerful. Like, anybody, y'all must be new. Y'all must be new to information. You guys have to be new to information, because anybody that was impressed and fascinated with his words, you gotta be new to knowledge. You dig? These are new people that spend their time on TikTok. These people spend their time doing a bunch of nothing, consuming nothing intelligent. So when they see Charlie Kirk and he says, hey, what's up with these single mothers? They're like, oh, single, what is up with these single mothers? Come on, man. Symbolic Archive says they were powerful. He was one of social media's top influencers. He was, key word. Spaz Dad says he didn't want flag flown half staff for Carter's passing. See, and this is why I'm here, y'all. I'm here today because Charlie Kirk was allowed to be as vile, as unempathetic as he wanted to be. But now that he's gone, everybody's trying to tell us to be empathetic and be sympathetic to his passing. The hypocrisy is so thick. It's so thick, man. S.S. Smith, see your way to the door, homie. Nathan said, drop the link. Let me come in here and discuss. So let me say this, bro. I don't know how I can't drop the link on this YouTube. I'm on my phone. It's not StreamYard. Michaela said, I'd never heard about Charlie until yesterday. You know why that is, Michaela? Because he hasn't done shit. The whole world, including the president, is acting like this dude was a fucking freedom fighter. As if he really did something out here. All he did was tell the so-called truth. Who won't debate? I'll debate. I have no problem debating. Evelyn says Trump wanted Charlie to get out there and reach out to the young white people. Yeah, this is poor propaganda. They're trying to raise up. Listen, they told y'all. We're trying to make America great again. You dig? This is what they told y'all. So, yes, they went to the youth. They want the generation that's coming up, right? They want them to understand, and they want them to have the same ideology that the forefathers had. This is what make America great again means. You dig? It was getting away from the forefathers' ideology. That niggas ain't shit. Everybody else ain't shit. We're the ones. So of course they're gonna go to the youth. Now, I don't like Biden. Fuck Biden. I don't have a problem with Trump. Do I know that he is a white supremacist? Absolutely. Rick Sandoval says, Charlie has your dumb ass talking about him. See, it worked. What worked, bro? Listen, let me tell you something, Rick. Next week, nobody give a fuck about Charlie. You got that? Nobody care. Not us. You will. Yeah, of course I sound racist. Of course I do. Kilo says, move on. No, Kilos, I won't move on. We're going to stay right here on that ass. We're going to stay right here on Charlie's ass. You dig? Upworking said, can you speak on that? Speak on what? JSF says, there is also black Jews and white Jews, and everything is okay and no hate. I don't know what that means. Joe Price, God bless you, homie. Nathan says, bet it won't go away. Put your money up. This will cause crazy things to happen. It's on site. Yeah, of course. Listen. I'm glad you said that, bro. Listen, it's on site with who? Are the Jews bullying you guys? And you're going to take it out on black people? You're going to take the coward way? This is what's going to happen, y'all. Because people are mad, but people know black people didn't do this. So the Jews are bullying y'all, kicking y'all ass up and down the street. So you think that taking it out on black people or diverting the focus to black people is going to make you feel better. Symbolic Archive says, what about George Floyd? People still talk about him. They have not stopped talking about George Floyd. We can't get y'all to stop talking about him. We were never really about George Floyd. It was just the act. It wasn't about his personality or who he was. It was about the fact that the police killed him. Northern Redneck said, victim mentality, grow up, young man. No, I don't have the victim. Listen. Let me tell y'all. Do y'all know what's going on social media? Everybody is talking about, everybody's saying that white people are under attack. You guys are the new victims, right? Am I wrong in saying that? That's not my words. These are what people were telling me. It's not safe for you guys or some shit. That's a goddamn lie. Don says Charlie will be remembered, broadcasted and quoted for decades to come. He was a political genius that mentally stumped the proudest of gay communists and trans professors. I don't really care about all that. I don't really care about that. Again, everybody knows how to tell the truth. Yes, but you don't hear me saying he was 1,000% wrong in all his takes. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is he was nothing special to write home about. You dig? Especially from so-called Americans that want to make America great again. Let me ask you, well, I don't have to ask because I already know the answer. Do you want to make America great again, or do you want to make white people powerful again? Is that which one is it? Which one is it? Mind Your Business says, so you disliked him for his rhetoric. Let me tell you something. I want to be very clear. I didn't like him or dislike him. He was a joke to me. He was a joke to me. Like, I'm in the entertainment industry, okay? When I see a Charlie Kirk, I know what time it is. I know exactly what that's about. He's a grifter. He preyed on the hearts, minds, and emotions, just like the MAGA hat. Do y'all remember when the MAGA hat came out? Let me tell y'all something, man. Charlie Kirk was a genius. And I'm going to tell y'all why Charlie Kirk was a genius. He took a play out of Trump's book. He saw that MAGA hat and the effect that MAGA hat had. And he said, you know what? This is my lane right here. All I got to do is play on the hearts and the minds of middle America, rural America, say true shit, because they love hearing true shit. They love hearing how black people are bad and how we gangbangers. They know what y'all love. Charlie was a smart dude. If you go online, you can find a bunch of people like Charlie. You can find Jesse Lee Petersons, Officer Tatum's, Candace Owens. I think Candace may believe what she says. But this is the new entertainment, y'all. And y'all fell for the shit. Kay says, what about Black Lives Matter? What about it? What about Black Lives Matter? I don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter. I tell the story all the time. I actually got into a confrontation with Black Lives Matter. See, y'all try so many different things. Y'all try to pull straws. What about Black Lives Matter? And what about them? I don't fuck with Black Lives Matter. It doesn't work over here. All the same little talking points and gotchas don't work over here. We're different over here. Joe Price says, how can we move forward together as American, bro? What's the plan? I'm glad you asked that, homie. That's what we should be talking about. And everybody who is mad today, you should really be happy, because this should spark a reality in everybody's brain. Let me ask you a question, Joe. What I believe we should do, I believe number one, numero uno, and everybody's not going to like what I'm about to say. Numero uno, the first thing that has to be done, we have to make foundational Black Americans whole. America did a grave injustice with slavery and Jim Crow and segregation and all this other shit that they did. They did a very big injustice. They never made it right. The first thing that has to happen in America is we have to uplift foundational Black Americans to where we're supposed to be. Not second-class citizens, because we built this shit. For so long, America has tried to make us smaller than what we are and keep us, hey man, listen, hey, stop talking about it, listen. Long time ago, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, hey, shh, be quiet. I'm not saying I want a handout. I don't need a handout. What I'm saying is there's a debt that's owed to the ancestors of the people who built this country. Until that shit is made right, you're gonna see this motherfucker implode. You're gonna see this infighting. Second thing that needs to happen. It's gonna need to be a new regime in charge of this motherfucker. The Democrats, the Republicans, they're no good. They're no good. Politics are ran by money and white supremacy. Until that shit is up out of here, there's nothing nobody can do. In the meantime, when you go out your house today, you can say hi to your neighbor, have a conversation. See, the real people on the ground are what's gonna keep this shit together. The government is spiraling out of control due to greed, hate, and white supremacy. Somebody stop me when I'm lying. The government is spiraling out of control because of ego, because of revenge. The people on the ground are the only people that can keep this shit together. You understand? My man Sebi said community first. Yeah, community first. A lot of the people online that are racist, especially in this chat, y'all don't go outside talking that shit. Y'all don't run up on people talking this shit. You don't. You don't. Go say what's up to your neighbor, man. Go do something in your community. You understand? Stop preaching hate and separatism and superiority. Knock it off. Because the reality is, it's the reality, y'all. I believe there's forces out here that want us to go to war with each other. They want us to go to war with each other. And the reality is, I don't think anybody wants war. The good old boy, even the militias, they love their slice of the American pie, just like I do. Okay? They love their slice of the American pie, just like I do. You dig? Yeah, I don't think my neighbors like me neither, Spaz Days. But it's all good. I still wave to them. Nobody's really thinking this shit through. Everybody's sticking their chest out. Yeah, dude. I can't wait till it kicks off. I'm gonna use my new guns. Listen. The reality is, human beings, especially in America, it's not like we in Iran or some shit where we living in a fucking cave and we don't got a lot to live for. Americans, they love their slice of American pie. All right? Nobody really wants to get that up. You understand? But the way this shit is going, it seems as though there are forces that are trying to make this war pop off. And I want everybody to think it through. The war pops off. We start killing each other. And then what? China comes on over, picks up the pieces, moves in your home. I mean, let me tell you something, man. The fascination with hate has always been a cancer in America, and it's not us. If anything, we hate our fucking self. I'm gonna say that again. We have a track record of hating ourselves. We don't have a track record of hating other groups. But the fascination of hate towards black people has always been a disease, a cancer in America. Greed, superiority. Stop looking at everybody else. Y'all run shit, don't you? What are you talking about Chicago for? What are you talking about single mothers for? What are you talking about dads that aren't in the home for? Y'all got the keys. Fix this shit, man. If you really give a fuck. If you care, do you care? Why do you talk about it if you don't care? Why did Charlie Kirk debate it if he doesn't care? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Most black men, we don't really believe in marriage. We don't really believe in involving the government in our relationship. So when your girlfriend goes and applies for a job, she puts single. That doesn't mean daddy's not home. Okay? So they take this is what Charlie Kirk was doing. He'd take these little stats and he'll tell half the truth. And people found this shit to be so fascinating. I'm sitting there like, bro, we can easily debunk this shit. Kay said, no one has the key. You're locked in your own bad mentality. I know it. I know, bro. I know. It's us. It's us. We're the problem. If we're the problem, who smoked Charlie? Austin said he was a rage baiter for years. Absolutely. Absolutely. Magic Stick said, that's a great question. Why are the black men in Europe doing so much better? You mean the immigrants over there? That's a great question. That's easy. Let me tell you this. Foundational black Americans are different. Okay? If you look at black immigrants across the world, they'll take your crumbs. And I know no offense to my brothers, but they don't want to make too much noise because they'll get their ass sent back to wherever they came from. So doing better, yeah, you'll hear less complaints. You'll hear complaints, but you'll hear less complaints because they're just happy to have running fucking water. You got that? Come on, man. Tay Doll said Charlie Kirk had discussions because he wanted better for the black community. Eventually, we have to be accountable for our actions. Sweetheart, sister. Charlie, let's address the first part. Charlie Kirk had discussions because he wanted better for the black community. Sis, tell me right now what he was doing. Not talking, not debunking, not debating. What was he doing for the black community? Go. Tell me. Tell me what he was doing for the black. Are you fucking serious? I'm so disgusted today, though. I'm hype. I'm on 10. I'm disgusted. He cares about you bought that shit? You bought that shit? That is crazy. Charlie wanted better for the black community. Sure he did. Where the fundraisings? Where the schools? What was he implementing? What programs was he implementing in the community? Tay-Dawg said the truth hurts. Tay-Dawg, where's your family from? Are you a foundational black American? Listen, let me tell y'all what I do, and I'll answer the question. I'll answer the question. Let me tell you what I do for my community. I'm in the drug aspect, the addictions aspect of the community. I've been clean for 22 years. Okay, I've took several people to get their life together. Detox, rehabs. This is my specialty. This is what I do. Okay, I'm very active in the 12-step program. This is what I do. I was just at the Board of Education Tuesday. I was just at the Board of Education Tuesday for a young black boy who's being denied to play high school football. I got my picket sign in the car from Tuesday. Mind your business. Look at these fucking coons in my chat. I hate y'all coons more than I hate racists. Mind your business. I hate a coon more than a man. You're a mammy? You're a mammy. I hate a coon more than... Let me tell y'all something. If this civil war kick off and them hillbillies start chasing them coons around, I'm joining the hillbillies to come get y'all. I hate you niggas. Okay? Tay Dog, I bet you, where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Jamaica? Where y'all from? The Caribbean? Where y'all from? Keep it real, man. Keep it real. Don't be ashamed. Tell us where you from, because you're not foundational black American talking like that. You're the one just happy to have running water, aren't you? You're happy to just have running water and not have child soldiers chase your ass up and down the goddamn street. You're from the US of A. Where's your family from? But where's your family from? Y'all keep saying you're from the US of A. You're not saying where your family's from. Y'all definitely not from here. Y'all not of the same cloth or lineage that we from. Definitely not talking like that. It matters because it definitely matters. All right, let me tell you why it matters. It matters because, and shout out to my real deal riders. Shout out to my Haitian homies, Jamaican homies, African homies. But the reality is, a lot of black immigrants come over here and they side with white supremacy. You dig? Tay Dog, you a goddamn lie. I don't believe you. Texas Bama says, and there it is, they not from here. Of course they not from here. Listen, nobody that's foundational black American talks like that. You dig? We're of the soil. I'm from the lineage of the people that built this country. You understand? Therefore, we don't have the, I'm just happy to be here. We don't have that shit. You dig? Mind Your Business says, what does that really have to do with black youth? What does what have to do with black youth? Listen, mind your business. Let me tell y'all something. I don't even like addressing raccoons, man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Because y'all are the worst. Y'all are the worst. I'd rather talk to racists. You dig? Yeah. See, the shit that y'all doing, and I need to be a little bit more empathetic with y'all because y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand what's going on out here. Y'all don't understand how dangerous somebody like Charlie Kirk was. Y'all don't really get it. Y'all hear somebody tell the truth 1 or 2 times, or however many times, and y'all say, oh, well, he was good. Do y'all understand that he's not going to tell you that he's racist? Do y'all understand that he's not going to tell you that he's a white supremacist? Y'all think he's gonna come out and tell you that? No, because then guess what? Then his campaign is under scrutiny. Then he loses funding. He loses money, right? So what they do is they do this passive-aggressive racism. Tay-Dog says, so you're saying he was dangerous enough to be murdered? He said words. Listen, Tay-Dog, since you're so concerned about Charlie, let me say this. I'm gonna say it again. I don't know why he was killed, and neither do you. We don't know what happened to that man. We don't know why he was assassinated. That was a hit. That was a professional hit. It wasn't about his views. Maya Bennett said, did you go to college? Yeah, I'm a college graduate. Okay? I'm a college graduate. That shit, everybody, soon as he got hit, everybody's like, oh, you don't shoot people because of their views. That's how pea-brained everybody is. The first, without no evidence, without zero evidence, he was killed because of his views. Y'all give racists the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what the fuck he was killed for. They turned his TV off for a reason, and it wasn't for his goddamn views. It was more than likely somebody on his team. It was more than likely somebody on his side. That's how nasty and despicable this disease of racism is. This shit is imploding from the inside, family. Y'all really think he could have been the president? That is sad. That dude was not that smart, dog. GG says, y'all tripping. His views was cleaning up the black community. The devil don't want the community cleaned up. You wrong. Cause nigga, if you don't wake up, damn, you slow as hell, man. And I don't even be talking like that in my chat, but y'all really pissing me off today, dog. Like, nigga, you that fucking sleep? GG Facts Vet, tell me what he did for the black community. Tell me what he did, not the truths that he told. I don't want to hear about the truth. Anybody can sit around and say and point out obvious things and tell half of the truth about a community. Tell me what he did. What program did he implement? Shit, at least Dr. Umar act like he was building the school. What did Charlie Kirk act like he was doing for the black community? He opened a discussion? Shut the fuck up. This is what I'm saying. He opened a discussion. This dude was up under Trump. He had power and resources, just like they all do. None of these people want to clean up the black community. Do you understand that? If they wanted the black community cleaned up, it would be done. You mean to tell me we can go to Mars? We can build an electric car, but we can't clean up a community? Come on. Come on, y'all. Let's get real about it. Gordon Bombay said, DC looking pretty clean now. I've made several videos on how I don't have a problem with what Trump is doing with DC, but you gotta listen. It's looking, and I'm glad you used very specific words. It looks clean now. But what happens when the guards leave? Did they put any money into the community? Did they build any schools in the community? Did they put any type of resources in the community? No. So therefore, sure, it looks great now. I'm happy that some black kids that can go a couple weeks, a month or two without hearing gunshots every night. I'm very happy about that. But to go as far as to say they did something great and sustainable, that's a lie. Sly Cooper said they ain't doing shit for any community. No, they not. They sure aren't. And any black person that really thinks that they are, you are lying to yourself and you drink the Kool-Aid. Where are your parents? Who raised you? These niggas must be born in 2020 or 2000 goddamn 2005. These are the new people. We don't know these people. Gordon Bombay said, look at the Baltimore and black dominated regions of Democrats. Dirty as fuck too. Of course, why do you think it's like that? How do you think it got like that? Why do you think those people were there? Why do you think all of these cities exist? It's because they wanted to exist. Who else would y'all talk about if this shit didn't exist? You definitely ain't gonna talk about the school shooters. You definitely not gonna talk about the chomos in your community. You don't want to talk about these things. Charlie Kirk didn't want to talk about his own community and ended up getting took out by his own community. What was Charlie Word's last words? Gangbangers. I want y'all to imagine something. I want you to imagine, see, when I go out, man, I want to be doing something great. I want to do something peaceful. I want to do something productive. Charlie, let me tell y'all, man, let me tell y'all the irony of this shit. You can't write this shit, man. You can't make this shit up. Charlie Kirk died talking about black folks and gangbangers. This man, his last words was gangbangers. What a horrible way to go. I'm sure his wife and kids is looking like, damn, my father could have been doing something productive. He could have really been making change out here. He could have really been doing something to affect change in America. Instead, he chose to use his platform to talk about gangbangers. Come on. Let me tell you something, man. If my kids and my girl was sitting here next to me right now and a sniper hit me, I would feel accomplished at my message today. I would feel accomplished. My message is justice and liberty. Charlie Kirk died worrying about gangbangers that he did nothing for. He didn't go in these hoods and talk to these gangbangers. I will respect Charlie. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a very fair man. We're very fair on this channel. I would have respected Charlie if he talked about his community, the problems in his community, and if he would have went and did something tangible for the communities that he talked about. You dig? It's a lot of mad meth tears in here today. Mind your business. So he died speaking on gang violence, and that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Let me tell you why it's bad, sweetheart. And I don't even think you're black. I don't even think you're a black person. This got to be a troll account. Let me tell you what's bad about that. What's bad about that is you're in Utah. You're in fucking Utah. This is how you know he was unserious. This dude was in Utah at a fucking college talking about gangbangers. What does gangbangers have to do with a college in Utah? He wasn't in South Central. He wasn't in Chicago talking to gangbangers about gangbanging. That's a real activist. That's somebody who cares about the community. Oh, you're a dude. You sound like a fucking, you act like a chick. I thought you was a mammy. So yeah, he was not talking to gangbangers. He was talking to a fucking college in Utah. That's his script. That's his script. This shit is scripted, y'all. Dude was an entertainer. It was entertainment. You all were entertained. Dorsey said he's a Mitch. Yeah, he's a cold bitch. Fuck him. Yeah, Reg305 said he was asked a question, moron. Yeah, you know what question he was asked? You know what question he was asked? He was asked about school shooters. You didn't think I knew that, did you? Dude died deflecting. They asked him about school shooters, mass shootings, and he talked about gangbangers. All right. All righty. Yeah, okay, let's say somebody brought it up. Let's say somebody brought it up. You could easily say, hey, I'm not here to talk about gangbangers. We're here to talk about you guys getting your degrees, how we can further America, how we can make things better, how we can reach out to our community, how we can help gangbangers. Fuck it. He didn't do none of that. That wasn't his job. Jacob Long said he was asked about mass shootings in correlation to transgender mass shooting. Right, he ended up talking about gangbangers, right. Texas Bama said, like with Charleston White, went to speak at a college and they asked him about snitching. I don't blame him for leaving. Thank you, Texas Bama. At least Charleston White had the fucking sense. At least Charleston. See, oh, I'm glad you said that name. I'm glad you said that name, Texas Bama. Who all's familiar with Charleston White? God damn, I'm so glad you said that. Who all's familiar with Charleston White? Charleston White told y'all, I'm playing a character. Charleston White told y'all he's playing a character. He said that he tried to advocate for the community, but nobody heard him until he started being extreme. Charleston White goes from platform to platform to platform. He goes from city to city to city. He's a hot commodity. Charleston White is up there with Charlie Kirk in the entertainment industry. They are no different. Charlie Kirk was a white Charleston White. Rage bait. That's all. A bunch of rage bait. But look, I will be back later on. We'll chop it up. Great conversation. Y'all be easy.